Beloveds, there is one aspect of consciousness where nothing is as it seems. What you have chosen to see as the truth, where you have imbued your spirit, your light, and your consciousness is in a realm that what many would call illusory, many would call the dream. And then there is another aspect of consciousness where you see only the truth. You have awakened from the dream and you bring to light love. It is not to say that the other is without love. There are aspects of love. Yet when you make the choice and say, I am awake, I am only willing to be on a pathway of awakening, I am only willing to know and speak and feel and exist within that light, you do find within yourself that you are led conversation after conversation after conversation back to the truth, back to what is beyond the illusion, but what is beyond the very fabric of this dream reality. The darkest before the dawn means that when you are in the thick of it, when you are in the soup of it, when the emotions are raging, what there is for you to do is to have a return to love. And each of you know how to do this. And quite brilliantly, you have gathered a community of beings together so that you can practice this with each other. It means having the courage to say, I love you, to the one that everyone has said they are not lovable. It is having the courage to say, I am here for you when everyone else seems to have turned and walked away. It is having the courage to say, I love God, when everyone will look upon you and say, what is this God that you speak of? And you look within their eyes and you see the God that exists within them. And you say, why, it is the very being that I am speaking to directly. And it makes some nervous when one comes to you and says, I remember you. I know you. I love you. The egoic mind will think, what do you want? I have no golden shekels for you. I will not give you the clothing off of my back. I will not give you the food that should feed me. Beloveds, know that whatever you give to another will always come back to you in kind, doubled and tripled and quadrupled, for what it is that you are willing to give freely, you do not have attachment to, and what it is that you say, I cannot give this to you, I cannot share this with you, for this is mine and mine alone, and there is not enough. The universe will say, there is not enough, and then you will find yourself losing the very thing you've been desperately trying to hold on to. So where can you give more, beloveds? Where can you give more of your light, your truth, your love, your objects of desire that you believe you cannot live without? Where can you give away your homes and your cars and your millions of dollars? Where can you give away your jewels and your clothing, your animals, the very things that you have attachment to? Where can you give away your children and your spouses? If you had a dear sister who is in need, would you be willing to lend her your husband? If you had a dear brother who was in need, would you be willing to lend them your wife? You think that these are your possessions, beloved. All belongs to God. Is it really yours to keep? If you had a child that was in need of a pet, would you be willing to give them your pet? Where do you draw a boundary and say, I would give anything except I will not give that? We ask you this so it will shake your feathers. We ask you, what are you attached to that you say, I could not live without this, I could not share this with another, I would never? Where are you willing to release and relinquish everything that you have considered to be dear to you. If someone needed your body, would you be willing to give it to them? If someone needed your phone, would you be willing to give it to them? If someone needed your life, would you be willing to give it to them? We pray that these questions are provocative. You would be left with is one thing, beloveds, and that is the truth of you. There is an end that is coming. It is going to be far beyond what it is that you think. So we will prepare you to know that the only truth that will abide in the midst of the chaos is the love that you are. Be beloved, for that is truly all that there is to be. Blessings to you, precious and beloved brothers and sisters. You exist in us as we exist in you. And indeed, we shall speak with you again.